They say Stoicism is about peace, control, and detachment. They tell you to stay calm, to journal, to sip tea while the world burns around you. But let me ask you, what if modern Stoicism is making you weaker, not stronger? What if the ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus has been hijacked, turned into a feel-good Instagram trend to help you cope instead of conquer? Stay with me. This will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Stoicism. Stoicism has become the self-help movement for men who don't want to cry. But what if it's become just another form of emotional suppression? Think about it. Everyone is quoting Marcus Aurelius on TikTok. Everyone's journaling like Seneca every morning. But are they living like warriors? Are they building inner strength? Or are they just pretending? Let's go deep. No fluff, no filters. Let's start with what real Stoicism was. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor commanding armies and governing empires during plagues and war. Epictetus, a former slave who taught resilience through brutal hardship. Seneca, a statesman in Nero's court, playing a dangerous game of survival. Now, compare that to modern Stoicism. We get told to take deep breaths, journal our feelings, quote, "The obstacle is the way," and move on. But is that Stoicism, or is that therapy disguised as philosophy? Modern Stoicism teaches you to accept what you can't control. Ancient Stoicism taught you to sharpen your mind like a weapon and lead with unbreakable discipline. Here's the problem. When you treat Stoicism like a daily affirmation ritual, you train your mind to avoid discomfort. You become passive, detached, neutral. But Stoicism isn't about neutrality. It's about mastery over pain, desire, and fear through action. Most of the Stoic influencers today, they're just selling books, journals, and mental clarity. They want you to feel stoic, not be stoic. And there's a huge difference. Stoicism without challenge is just intellectual escapism. You're not being stoic when you avoid confrontation, you're just afraid. You're not being stoic when you swallow your voice to avoid arguments, you're just submissive. Real Stoicism says, speak with reason, act with courage, live with fire. Social media has turned Stoicism into a brand, but the core of Stoic philosophy is anti-image. It doesn't care about likes, aesthetics, or approval. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations for himself, not for followers. And yet today you scroll past stylized quotes every 2 seconds. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Cool. But do you live that way? Stoicism isn't meant to be consumed. It's meant to be lived. And real Stoicism, it's messy. It's uncomfortable. It demands personal responsibility, even when you want to blame the world. So when influencers sell Stoicism like a relaxing life hack, they're stripping it of its teeth. True Stoicism is about turning pain into power. It's a battlefield philosophy. Epictetus said, difficulties show a man's character. So when trouble comes, think of it as training. Not take a break. Not light a candle and do a breathing exercise. Train. Modern Stoicism has become soft. But real Stoicism is ruthless. It asks, are you disciplined? Do you face fear with logic? Are you building virtue in the face of chaos? If the answer is no, then no quote will save you. If you want to practice real Stoicism, stop reading about Stoicism and start living it. Wake up early without hitting snooze. Face difficult conversations head on. Do what's hard even when no one's watching. Detach not just from outcomes, but from comfort itself. Write in your journal, but follow it with action. Read Marcus, but remember he was writing from a war camp, not a yoga retreat. Modern Stoicism wants you to survive. Ancient Stoicism wants you to rise. So ask yourself, are you living like a philosopher? Or just pretending to be one? Subscribe for more raw truths, no fluff, no filters. And remember, the obstacle isn't just the way, it's the training ground.